Yeah, this is Houston Restless Nights. Welcome DJ Lil Steve to the Houston Restless Nights platform. Follow all the moderators on stage. Join the clubhouse. Scroll to the top. Follow that green mansion. Tonight's topic, Lil DJ, chopped up, not slopped up. Let's get it, y'all. Yeah, man. You already know to put that reset on y'all, man. I know y'all fucking with that shit, man. Don't even lie, man. Man, let me know y'all fucking with that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's
tripping.
cool.
I appreciate my boy
I
Crypto for
like the
putting this shit
reset.
together.
Yeah, that shit was a good. Hey, look though, man, that was a unique, my nigga. Yeah, nigga, we lit.
What's up, man? Got my boy Darren, this bitch, Domo. What's up, baby? My boy OG on the
Going
mic.
on.
My boy Ty, where you at, man? Ty probably on the mic and shit, doing some other shit. But yeah, DJ Lil Steve, I got a question for you though, man. What
Yeah.
made you? What made you like what you do now? Like, what made you say, you know what? Let me become a slopped up, or chopped up, or screwed up, or chopped, or whatever you want to put that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made you want to do that?
Well, what happened was I've been DJing since I was 13 years old. So I started out doing house parties for the schools. I was in seventh grade, eighth grade, and people were throwing house parties and stuff like that, and I would go DJ the house parties. So I was doing that, and at the time I was listening to DJ Screw, and then that's when the whole Switch House thing was fish grease hot. That was back in 2000. So I was 13 years old in 2000, and it was like super super hot. So, I was listening to it and I was like, man, this is cool and everything like that. I was, of course, like I said, DJing, house parties. I was had turntables and stuff and listening to that. And I was like, man, it just sound cold. And one day I went to the flea market and there was a DJ there and he had turntables and stuff and he was chopping and screwing. And I just stopped and I just watched him do it. I'm like, whoa, that's how you do it. Because he was recording it live to a cassette deck. He had a cassette deck hooked up. So his turntables was to his mixer, and his mixer was going to some type of Tascam type thing, and it was recording that shit live. And he was like chopping and screwing and scratching and everything. And I was like, just I just literally was there for at least 3 hours just watching him. Like, whoa. And that from that day on, I was like, man, I really want to do that. So I just started listening to more and more Chop and Screw CDs, and I think it was like a year later. That's whenever I heard my first OG Ron C mixtape. It was actually a bootleg. I bought a bootleg from my high school. This dude was bootlegging CDs because there's like a lot of bootlegging going on. And I bought a bootleg CD for $5, and it was an OG Ron C CD. And I have never heard of OG Ron C. Like, I didn't know who he was. I knew who Michael Watts was. I knew who Swish House was, but I didn't know who OG Ron C was. And that's whenever I got that mixtape, and it was called Bootleg This. And I heard it, and when I heard that CD, I was like, I no homo. I love this dude. This dude is who I like. Like, I didn't care about. I mean, much respect to Jesus Screw and Watts and everything, but I did not care about them ever again. And I heard from that one point, hearing that CD, that mixtape, I just studied it, and was in my room. I stayed in my room, just practicing, and just figuring out how did he did this, did that, and yeah, that I just got better and better and better and better, years and years and years and years, and I just people end up saying you cold, you cold, and yeah, that's where I'm now here where I'm at. So.
Gotcha,
Good
gotcha,
old
man.
task and foe trackers, man.
Yeah, like the dude, like for real, like he recorded his, like he was chopping, like he would do requests, like people go and have their own, like you wanted a mixtape done, you go tell him what songs, and he'll chop it up, and he go to the Tascam, whatever, and then he would do it, and then he had his own mixtapes, which he had like where you put a cassette there, and he had a whole bunch of spaces where you could put blank cassettes, and he could like dub that one cassette to the rest of the cassettes. So
Mm-hmm.
he was like a real deal type thing. It was pretty live. So I was able to see, all that stuff. That's whenever CD players for your cars were expensive as hell. You couldn't, you know what I mean? people were jacking the shit out of them because they're so damn expensive. They still had cassette players in the cars and stuff, you know. So it was a cool experience.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Shit, I got a question for you. Um, how old was you when you got your first pair of spins? And how long did it take you to, say, all right, damn, I really got something? And was it times when you was ever like, this shit ain't really going nowhere with these tables?
Yeah, my first. Well, when you say when did I get my first pair
Well,
of like
yeah. Well, the
decks?
first question was how old was when you first got your first spins, and what was that process like?
You said my first spins in.
Your
Yeah, yeah. Well,
turntables.
your
Not
first
first shift.
Oh
turntables.
yeah,
First
yeah.
turntable.
I was 13 years old. I was 13 years old. I was 12, just about to be 13 years old when I got my first turntables. I was a badass kid in school and everything, and the turntables were expensive as hell. My mom and my dad made a deal with me: if I did good, then they would get me my first pair of turntables, you know. And a real true story. Like, people don't really know this, but before when I was 13 years old when I got it, but before I got my turntables, the reason why they made this bet because they caught me having some weed and stuff, and I was trying to sell weed because I was trying to save up money to get turntables, and they found us like, oh, nah. And then I was doing bad in school, and they're like, you stop that, and you do good in school, we will buy the turntables for you. So I stopped the weed thing and was good in school, and they got me my turntables. So I was 13 years old when I got my first turntables, and I say from 13 to 16, it was great. I had nothing to. I knew I was gonna be something. I was gonna be down with OG Ron C. And I had people. I ain't gonna lie. I have friends and stuff now from that time where I told them that I'm gonna be down with OG Ron C and stuff, and they laughed at me. They were like, "Man, shut the fuck up," and they'll just laugh at me like, "Whatever, dude. Like, shut up, whatever." And they just laugh like, "Your shit, nah, this," and at right after right before 16. I did tell myself like this shit is probably not gonna happen because a lot of people laughed at me, and that's whenever I ran into OG Ronci the first time. I was 16 years old, and I met him. Ran into him at a mom and pop music store, and then I ran into him again whenever I was 17, and then I ended up getting with him getting down with him when I turned 18. But right before 16, I did I really wanted just to give up because I felt like nothing was gonna happen. I really did. People laughed at me. Like a lot of people laughed at me. A lot of people say I was cold, but a lot of people laughed at me when I told them what was gonna happen. Like with me in this, they would laugh and be like, "It ain't happening." And that kind of like after so many people telling you that, you kind of start thinking like maybe this shit isn't gonna happen. And I really was gonna just say, man, fuck this shit. I'll just do something else or whatever. But it happened, and I was like, God damn, it did happen. So shit.
Hey, I got a question. You said you started at 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what age did you feel like,
Hey,
okay?
piece of your mic low, bro.
Oh my bad. Let me hold on. Can y'all hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's better.
Okay. At what age did you or how long did you was that process of like, okay, I done perfected my craft. I know I'm good. I know I'm harder than half majority of these people that's doing it or trying to do it. What what gave you that confidence? You know what I'm saying? What was that um that spark in the brain was like, I got this now. I know I'm good.
Uh, I knew I got that. I knew I was good. Like whenever I was like 16 and stuff like that, I knew I was pretty damn good. It was when I when I got down with OG Ronci at 18. I just turned 18. So like I said, I ran into OG Ronci when I was 16 years old the first time. Gave him my mixtape whenever I was like 17. I just turned 17, and I had to wait till I turned 18 to get down with him. He already said that I was cold, and he was like, "But you're not even 18 years old. I can't really take you anywhere. We're gonna have to be sneaking you into every damn place." And so I had to wait till I turned 18, a whole year to actually, almost a whole year to get down with them and stuff. But it was I mean, that told me a lot. But it was whenever I was 18 years old, and that what was I was 18 years old, and when I won my first award, my first Southern Entertainment Award. And I don't know if y'all know what that is, but it's an entertainment award thing that happens every year.
Yeah, the
And
SCAs.
yeah, SCA awards. I was 18 years old when I won that SCA award. I'm the youngest DJ ever to win an SCA award, and a lot of people don't know this, that I knew I was cold when I won a Southern Entertainment Award. I won over 97.9 The Box radio personality DJ. I don't know if you probably know Brandy Garcia.
Uh, yeah, I've heard of. I'm
Yeah.
I'm from Northeast Texas, but I you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I deal with a lot of
Yeah, Brandon.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Houston. Yeah.
Yeah. She was a DJ and an on-air personality for 97.9 The Box, the biggest rap radio station in Houston. And I knew someone was up whenever I won over her. And I just got down with OG. I put one mixtape out with OG Run C, and I won over her. And I literally had to be snucked in because it was at a casino resort, and they had to sneak me in through the back doors to get in because they're because you have to be 21 and up. So I was like, damn, I won an award over not just her, but it was like 8 other people in that thing, and I won over her and like 7 other people. And I had to get snuck into a casino. You know what I mean? Like the dude over the SEO he set it all up, sneak me all up in the back doors and everything in the whole 9 yards. And once I figured that out, and I figured out that I was the youngest person stuff, I was like, God damn, shit, I'm yeah, I think I'm pretty damn good. To have all this stuff happen to me just fast that year, you know, made me reassure myself that I am pretty damn cold. And so thought it was dope. Yeah, I thought it was dope. And the mixtape also, I think this right there shared up there, boot like this. That was actually one of one of OG Runcy's best selling mixtapes. Whenever that came out, it basically everyone was saying, who is this? How do I talk to him? Who is this person or what? So it was yeah. Like I
Yeah,
said, that it was basically that mixtape and the mixtape I gave OG Ron C that got me, because the mixtape I gave OG Ron C that made him say I was cold was the mixtape that I won the SCA awards with. But yeah, that's how I knew, you know. I mean, shit.
What's your favorite project you like that you worked on that you like you know what I'm saying that's your baby, like this is my
Mm, I say this one right there, that one, that bootleg this. And the reason why, that was my first, when I got with OG Ron C, that's the first mixtape I wanted to do with him, was a bootleg this part 2. Because that was the first mixtape that I heard of him and I fell in love with. So when I got down with him, I want to do a bootleg this part 2. And he was like, do it. Let's do it. So I sat in my home with the wrecking yard with Kayla. Actually, it was me and Kayla in my bedroom, and we came up with the whole concept of the mixtape. He basically, I think there's a song on there that had David Banner play song that David Banner play. Yeah, that's what it is. I had it on top of 25 lighters the beat. I had it on top of that, mix, and it was Kayla that was telling me hey, put this, try this, hey, try that. And the whole mega mix that I did, it was Kayla right there next to me, like, man, hey, you gotta try to do that. Hey, man, do this, try that. So it was like a whole, I don't know, it was a lot of work, a lot of hours put behind that mixtape, and just it was a really fun mixtape. It was either that mixtape right there, and let me see, that mixtape, and just because of the rarity of it, and I had the opportunity to do it, and I did it, I would say would be my own mixtape series, which I haven't put out a new one yet, but it's called Southern Grudge, and I had Yo Gotti host it. I did a mixtape with Yo Gotti, and it's a very special one because he came down to Houston, and I went to his hotel and got drops and everything from him, and then we like chilled the whole day and everything. And I think I like it because it was a whole experience with him and his team and everything. I was able to do it, so that's like the other one. So it'd probably be that one right there, that bootleg this part two, and then my Southern Grudge, which was hosted by Yo Gotti. I think those two are my two babies right there that I really like.